Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering here today. I want to talk about a subject that resonates with many of us: the importance of no contact in our lives, particularly after a relationship has ended or when we need to step back from toxic influences. Whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, or even a work connection, the no contact rule can be a powerful tool for healing, reflection, and personal growth. Prioritizing self-care after a period of no contact is a crucial step in the healing and recovery process. When we step back from relationships that may have been toxic or unfulfilling, we create an opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. Self-care is not just about pampering ourselves, it involves nurturing our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. This is especially important during a time of transition, as it lays the foundation for our future happiness and resilience. The first aspect of self-care is recognizing that it's essential to prioritize ourselves. Often when we are in relationships, we may neglect our needs in favor of our partners or the dynamics of the relationship. The no contact period serves as a wake-up call, urging us to redirect our focus inward. It's a time to ask ourselves, what do I truly want? What makes me feel fulfilled and happy? This self-reflection can lead to a deeper understanding of our values, interests, and desires. By taking the time to reconnect with ourselves, we can rediscover our passions and interests that may have been sidelined during the relationship. Physical self-care is a vital component of this journey. Engaging in regular exercise is one of the most effective ways to improve our mood and overall well-being. Physical activity releases endorphins, which are known as the body's natural mood lifters. Whether it's going for a run, practicing yoga, or joining a dance class, finding an exercise routine that resonates with you can significantly enhance your emotional state. Additionally, paying attention to nutrition is equally important. Nourishing our bodies with healthy foods provides the energy and vitality needed to tackle daily challenges. Cooking healthy meals, trying new recipes, or even indulging in your favorite comfort food in moderation can contribute to a more balanced lifestyle. Equally important is emotional self-care. During a no-contact period, we may experience a roller coaster of emotions ranging from sadness and anger to relief and empowerment. Allowing ourselves to feel and process these emotions is essential for healing. Ignoring or suppressing our feelings can lead to long-term emotional distress. One effective way to work through our emotions is through journaling. Writing down our thoughts and feelings can provide clarity and insight into our experiences. It can be a cathartic release that helps us make sense of our emotional landscape. Journaling can also serve as a tool for tracking our progress, enabling us to see how far we have come in our healing journey. Building a support system is another critical aspect of self-care. Surrounding ourselves with positive, understanding individuals can significantly impact our healing process. Friends and family can offer encouragement, validation, and companionship during challenging times. It's essential to reach out to those who uplift us and respect our boundaries. Engaging in meaningful conversations, sharing our experiences, and seeking advice from trusted loved ones can provide a sense of belonging and connection. Additionally, joining support groups or engaging in community activities can help us expand our social circle and foster new friendships, reminding us that we are not alone in our journey. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques are also powerful tools for self-care. Practices such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even spending time in nature can help us stay grounded and centered. Mindfulness encourages us to live in the present moment, allowing us to let go of past regrets or anxieties about the future. It promotes a sense of calm and clarity, making it easier to navigate the emotional ups and downs that may arise after a breakup or a difficult relationship. Setting aside time for ourselves to unwind and recharge is essential. This could be through quiet moments of reflection, indulging in a warm bath, or engaging in activities that bring us joy and relaxation, like reading a book or watching a favorite movie. It's vital to challenge negative self-talk that may arise during this period. We might find ourselves dwelling on feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt. It's essential to practice self-compassion and remind ourselves that healing takes time. Instead of being critical of ourselves, we should treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a friend. Positive affirmations can also be a helpful tool in shifting our mindset. By affirming our worth and capabilities, we can gradually rewire our thought patterns and build a healthier self-image. As we prioritize self-care, it's essential to approach the future with an open mind and heart. The no contact period is an opportunity to envision the life we want to create for ourselves. By focusing on self-care, we can emerge from this experience stronger, more resilient, and more in tune with our true selves. We learn to appreciate our own company and recognize that we are deserving of love and happiness. This newfound sense of self-worth will not only enrich our lives, but will also positively influence the relationships we choose to cultivate in the future. Prioritizing self-care after a period of no contact is a transformative journey that enables us to reconnect with ourselves, heal emotional wounds, and lay the groundwork for a brighter future. By engaging in physical, emotional, and mental self-care practices, we can emerge stronger and more empowered, ready to embrace new opportunities and build healthier relationships. This is a vital step in reclaiming our lives and fostering a sense of well-being that will guide us on our path forward. Reflecting and learning from our experiences is an essential part of personal growth, especially after a period of no contact following a relationship. This process allows us to gain insight into our behaviors, patterns, and the dynamics that existed in the relationship. By understanding these elements, we can make informed choices that lead to healthier interactions in the future. The first step in this reflective process is to take the time to acknowledge our feelings. After a breakup or a difficult relationship, it's natural to experience a wide range of emotions, including sadness, anger, relief, and even guilt. Allowing ourselves to fully feel these emotions is vital. We might be tempted to push them aside or suppress them, but doing so can hinder our ability to process what has happened. Journaling can be an effective way to articulate our feelings. Writing down our thoughts can help us sort through our emotions and clarify what we're experiencing. This practice not only provides an outlet for our feelings, but also serves as a tangible record of our journey, allowing us to look back and see how we've grown over time. Once we have acknowledged our emotions, we can begin to analyze the relationship itself. What were the key events that led to its end? Were there specific patterns of behavior that emerged, either in ourselves or in our partner? Reflecting on these questions can help us identify recurring themes that may need to be addressed. For example, if we notice that we often attract partners who are emotionally unavailable, it may signal a deeper issue that we need to explore within ourselves. Understanding these patterns can provide clarity on what changes we need to make to foster healthier relationships in the future. It's important to consider our own role in the relationship. This reflection is not about placing blame, but rather about taking responsibility for our actions and decisions. It can be easy to focus on what our partner did wrong, but true growth comes from examining our own contributions to the relationship dynamics. Were there moments when we compromised our values or ignored red flags? Did we communicate our needs effectively? By being honest with ourselves about our behaviors, we can gain valuable insights into what we might want to change moving forward. Learning from our past relationships also involves recognizing what we truly desire in our future connections. During the reflection process, we should take the time to identify our core values and what we need from a partner to feel fulfilled. Are we looking for someone who shares similar interests, values, and life goals? What kind of communication style resonates with us? By clarifying these preferences, we can better align ourselves with individuals who complement our needs and aspirations, ultimately leading to more satisfying relationships. Another essential aspect of reflection is recognizing the lessons that have emerged from the experience. Every relationship, regardless of how it ends, teaches us something about ourselves. It may highlight our strengths, such as resilience, empathy, or the ability to forgive. Conversely, it might reveal areas where we need to grow, such as setting boundaries, improving communication, or learning to prioritize our own needs. Taking stock of these lessons can empower us to move forward with greater self-awareness and confidence. As we reflect, it can be helpful to seek feedback from trusted friends or family members. They can offer valuable perspectives on our behavior and the relationship that we might not have considered. Their observations can help us see blind spots and provide additional context for our experiences. However, it's important to choose individuals who will be honest yet supportive, creating a safe space for us to explore our thoughts and feelings. While reflecting on the past, it's also crucial to avoid dwelling in negativity or self-blame. It's easy to fall into a cycle of regret, wishing we had acted differently or made other choices. Instead, we should practice self-compassion and acknowledge that we did the best we could with the information and emotional resources available to us at the time. Embracing this mindset allows us to let go of the past and focus on how we can apply what we've learned to our future. As we gain insights from our reflections, we should consider creating an action plan for our personal growth. This might involve setting specific goals related to our emotional health, communication skills, or relationship patterns. For example, if we identify that we struggle with asserting our needs in relationships, we might set a goal to practice these skills in our daily interactions. By actively working on our personal development, we reinforce the lessons learned and ensure that we're better equipped for future relationships. Reflection is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. As we navigate through life and encounter new experiences, we should continuously assess our growth and the effectiveness of the changes we're making. This ongoing self-reflection will allow us to adapt and evolve, ensuring that we remain aligned with our values and aspirations as we move forward. Reflecting and learning from our experiences after a period of no contact is a transformative process that paves the way for personal growth and healthier relationships. By acknowledging our emotions, analyzing the dynamics of past relationships, and identifying our needs and values, we can gain valuable insights that empower us to make informed choices in the future. This journey requires self-honesty, compassion, and a commitment to personal development. As we embrace the lessons learned and actively work on ourselves, we create the foundation for a more fulfilling and harmonious life, rich with meaningful connections. Establishing boundaries after a period of no contact is a vital step in the healing process and plays a crucial role in fostering healthier relationships in the future. Boundaries are essential for protecting our emotional well-being, ensuring that our needs are met, and preventing past patterns from repeating. They serve as guidelines that define how we want to be treated by others and how we will interact with them. In this context, learning to set and communicate boundaries can empower us to reclaim our lives and navigate relationships with clarity and confidence. The first step in establishing boundaries is to reflect on what those boundaries should be. This requires a deep understanding of ourselves, our needs, and our values. After a breakup or a difficult relationship, we may have experienced situations where our needs were overlooked or disrespected. By identifying these instances, we can pinpoint what specific boundaries we need to set moving forward. For example, if we realize that we felt overwhelmed by constant communication from a partner, we might decide to establish a boundary around our availability to engage in conversation. This reflection helps us articulate what we need to feel safe and respected in future interactions. Once we have identified our boundaries, it is important to communicate them clearly. This step can feel daunting, especially if we fear the other person's reaction. However, effective communication is key to establishing and maintaining boundaries. When discussing boundaries, it's crucial to be assertive yet respectful. Using I statements can help convey our needs without sounding accusatory. For instance, saying, "I need some time to focus on myself and would appreciate it if we could limit our communication for now." Expresses our needs without placing blame on the other person. This approach fosters understanding and encourages a healthier dialogue. Setting boundaries is not just about limiting contact, it also involves defining the terms of engagement. For example, if we decide to reconnect with someone after a no-contact period, we might outline the types of conversations we're comfortable having. This could mean discussing certain topics, but avoiding sensitive subjects that could lead to conflict or emotional distress. By proactively establishing these guidelines, we create a safe space for ourselves while allowing the other person to understand our limits. It's essential to recognize that boundaries may evolve over time. As we continue to heal and grow, our needs may change, requiring us to reassess and adjust our boundaries accordingly. Being flexible and open to revising our boundaries is a healthy practice that reflects our ongoing journey of self-discovery. For instance, if we initially set a boundary around limited communication but later feel comfortable reestablishing a more regular connection, it's important to communicate that shift. This ongoing assessment ensures that our boundaries remain aligned with our current emotional state and needs. One of the most challenging aspects of establishing boundaries is dealing with potential pushback or resistance from others. People who are accustomed to a certain dynamic may react negatively when we assert our boundaries. It's crucial to remain firm and consistent in our communication, even in the face of pushback. This may involve reiterating our needs and standing our ground without feeling guilty. Remembering that we have the right to prioritize our well-being can help us stay resolute. It's also important to anticipate that not everyone will respect our boundaries, and that's okay. We cannot control how others respond, but we can control our actions and choices in response to those reactions. In some cases, it may be necessary to enforce consequences if our boundaries are violated. This could mean reevaluating the relationship or limiting contact further if the other person continues to disregard our needs. Enforcing boundaries is a way of honoring ourselves and our well-being. It sends a clear message that we are serious about protecting our emotional health, and it encourages others to treat us with the respect we deserve. Establishing boundaries also extends to our relationships with ourselves. This means recognizing when we may be crossing our own limits. For example, we might notice patterns of self-neglect, such as prioritizing others' needs over our own or engaging in negative self-talk. By setting boundaries with ourselves, we can create healthier habits and practices that promote self-love and self-respect. This could involve setting aside dedicated time for self-care, reframing negative thoughts, or even limiting exposure to certain situations that drain our energy. The practice of boundary setting can also enhance our self-esteem and self-worth. When we communicate our needs and enforce our boundaries, we send a powerful message to ourselves that we are deserving of respect and care. This newfound confidence can positively impact all areas of our lives, including our personal and professional relationships. As we reinforce our boundaries, we cultivate a sense of empowerment that allows us to engage with others more authentically. Establishing boundaries after a period of no contact is a transformative process that empowers us to reclaim our emotional health and foster healthier relationships. By reflecting on our needs, communicating assertively, and remaining consistent in our boundaries, we create a foundation for respectful and fulfilling interactions. As we navigate this journey, we must also prioritize self-awareness and adaptability, recognizing that our boundaries may evolve over time. Ultimately, this practice not only protects our well-being, but also enhances our self-esteem and allows us to engage more authentically with ourselves and others. Embracing the process of boundary setting is a testament to our commitment to personal growth and the pursuit of meaningful connections. Practicing self-care after a period of no contact is essential for emotional healing and personal growth. This time apart can often leave us feeling vulnerable, confused, or even lost. Engaging in self-care not only helps to restore our emotional balance, but also lays the groundwork for future relationships that are healthier and more fulfilling. Self-care involves intentional actions that nurture our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. It is a holistic practice that recognizes the interconnectedness of our body, mind, and spirit, and prioritizes our overall health and happiness. The first aspect of self-care involves prioritizing our emotional well-being. After a breakup or a difficult relationship, it is common to experience a whirlwind of emotions. Allowing ourselves the space to feel and process these emotions is vital. We might find it beneficial to engage in activities that promote emotional release, such as journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or engaging in creative pursuits like painting or music. Journaling, in particular, can be a powerful tool for self-reflection, helping us to articulate our feelings and gain clarity on our experiences. It allows us to confront our emotions directly and explore the lessons learned from our past relationship. In addition to expressing our feelings, self-care also includes the practice of self-compassion. It's easy to fall into a pattern of negative self-talk, particularly after a breakup. We may find ourselves ruminating on what went wrong or blaming ourselves for the relationship's end. Practicing self-compassion means treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a friend in a similar situation. This can involve reframing negative thoughts, such as reminding ourselves that everyone makes mistakes and that it's part of the human experience. By cultivating a gentle and forgiving internal dialogue, we can foster a healthier self-image and resilience. Physical self-care is another crucial element in the healing process. Our physical health is intricately linked to our emotional well-being. Engaging in regular physical activity can help alleviate feelings of stress and anxiety while boosting our mood. Whether it's going for a walk, practicing yoga, or joining a dance class, movement can serve as a powerful release for pent-up emotions and tension. Additionally, nourishing our bodies with healthy foods and staying hydrated can provide the energy and vitality needed to engage in self-care practices. Establishing a consistent sleep routine is essential for our physical and emotional health. Sleep is crucial for our bodies to recover and rejuvenate. After a period of emotional upheaval, we may experience disrupted sleep patterns or insomnia. Creating a calming nighttime routine that promotes relaxation, such as reading, meditating, or taking a warm bath, can improve our sleep quality and enhance our overall well-being. Prioritizing rest allows our minds to process our experiences, ultimately leading to greater clarity and emotional stability. Self-care also involves setting aside time for activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. Engaging in hobbies or interests that excite us can serve as a powerful reminder of our individuality and passions. Whether it's exploring nature, cooking, gardening, or engaging in a creative project, these activities allow us to reconnect with ourselves and rediscover the things that make us happy. Making time for enjoyment and leisure is not a luxury but a necessity for our mental health. Surrounding ourselves with supportive relationships is a key aspect of self-care. After a period of no contact, we might feel the urge to isolate ourselves or withdraw from social interactions. However, maintaining connections with friends and family can provide a crucial support system during our healing process. Reaching out to trusted individuals for emotional support, sharing our experiences, or simply enjoying their company can foster a sense of belonging and remind us that we are not alone in our struggles. Building a support network can provide the encouragement we need as we navigate our feelings and experiences. It is also essential to establish healthy boundaries within our social interactions. After a period of no contact, we may find ourselves wanting to reconnect with others, including our ex-partner. However, it's crucial to assess whether this is truly in our best interest. Engaging in self-care means recognizing when to say no to situations or relationships that may hinder our healing. This might involve avoiding social media interactions with an ex or limiting contact with individuals who drain our energy. By prioritizing our emotional health, we can protect ourselves from potential setbacks and ensure that our interactions are genuinely supportive. Incorporating mindfulness and relaxation techniques into our self-care routine can greatly enhance our emotional resilience. Practices such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, and mindfulness can help ground us and reduce feelings of anxiety and stress. Mindfulness encourages us to remain present and aware of our thoughts and emotions without judgment. By cultivating this awareness, we can develop a healthier relationship with our feelings and reduce the tendency to ruminate on past experiences. Regular mindfulness practice can create a sense of calm and clarity, allowing us to approach our emotions with a greater sense of equanimity. It's essential to approach self-care as an ongoing commitment rather than a one-time effort. Healing is a journey that requires continuous attention and care. As we navigate our emotional landscape, we may encounter new challenges and experiences that require us to adjust our self-care practices accordingly. By remaining flexible and open to change, we can adapt our self-care routines to meet our evolving needs. Forgiveness after a period of no contact is a profound and transformative process that plays a critical role in emotional healing and personal growth. Often misunderstood, forgiveness is not about excusing or condoning the actions of others. Rather, it is about freeing ourselves from the emotional burden of resentment and anger. By engaging in the practice of forgiveness, we create space for healing, enabling ourselves to move forward without the weight of past grievances holding us back. This journey towards forgiveness can be challenging, but it is essential for achieving emotional well-being and reclaiming our lives. The first step in the forgiveness process is acknowledging the hurt and pain we have experienced. It's vital to confront our feelings and emotions honestly. Suppressing or ignoring our hurt only prolongs the healing process. Allowing ourselves to feel anger, sadness, or disappointment is a crucial part of recognizing the impact of the relationship and the reasons for our pain. This acknowledgement is not a sign of weakness. Instead, it reflects our courage to face the realities of our experiences. By validating our feelings, we can begin to process them and understand how they have shaped us. Once we have acknowledged our feelings, it becomes essential to reflect on the situation that caused the hurt. This involves examining the events that led to the breakdown of the relationship and understanding the actions and choices of both ourselves and the other person involved. Reflecting on these events can help us gain perspective and clarity. It is important to consider the context of the relationship and recognize that everyone is human, capable of making mistakes. By understanding the complexities of the situation, we can begin to foster empathy, which is a crucial component of the forgiveness process. Empathy allows us to see the other person's perspective, even if we still disagree with their actions. It involves recognizing that the other individual may have been struggling with their own issues, fears, or insecurities. This doesn't mean we excuse their behavior or dismiss our pain, but it helps us understand that their actions may not have been solely about us. By cultivating empathy, we begin to shift our focus from anger and resentment towards compassion and understanding. This shift in perspective is transformative and opens the door to the possibility of forgiveness. It's also important to understand that forgiveness is primarily for our benefit. Holding on to anger and resentment can be emotionally exhausting and detrimental to our well-being. These negative emotions can manifest in various ways, such as anxiety, depression, or stress. They may also hinder our ability to form new relationships or fully engage in life. By choosing to forgive, we release ourselves from the grip of these harmful emotions. This act of self-liberation allows us to reclaim our power and invest our energy into more positive and fulfilling aspects of our lives. The process of forgiveness often involves making a conscious decision to let go of grudges and negative feelings. This decision is not a one-time event, but a commitment to continuously choose forgiveness, even when faced with reminders of the past. It is important to recognize that forgiveness is a journey, and there may be days when it feels more challenging than others. There might be triggers that resurface feelings of anger or resentment, but it is crucial to remind ourselves of our commitment to forgive. Practicing self-compassion during this process is essential. It's okay to struggle with forgiveness, and it doesn't mean we have failed. Forgiveness does not mean we have to forget the pain or reestablish a relationship with the person who hurt us. It is possible to forgive someone while also recognizing that the relationship may not be healthy for us moving forward. In some cases, it may be necessary to create distance or even sever ties to protect our emotional well-being. Forgiveness allows us to release the negative emotions associated with the relationship without requiring us to compromise our boundaries or safety. Another crucial aspect of forgiveness is understanding the difference between forgiveness and reconciliation. While forgiveness is an internal process that benefits us, reconciliation involves restoring a relationship to a previous state. It is entirely possible to forgive someone without wanting to resume a relationship. This distinction is vital, as it helps us navigate our emotions and relationships more clearly. We can choose to forgive while recognizing that certain relationships may no longer serve our best interests. Engaging in rituals of forgiveness can also be beneficial. This might involve writing a letter to the person who hurt us, expressing our feelings, and ultimately stating our intention to forgive, even if we never send the letter. This act can serve as a powerful release and help us articulate our emotions in a tangible way. Other practices might include meditation or visualization exercises focused on forgiveness, where we imagine letting go of our anger and embracing a sense of peace. As we embark on the journey of forgiveness, it's essential to surround ourselves with supportive individuals who understand our process. Sharing our experiences with trusted friends or a therapist can provide a safe space to explore our feelings and receive encouragement. These supportive relationships can also help remind us of our progress, reinforcing our commitment to forgiveness. It's important to celebrate the milestones along our forgiveness journey. Recognizing our progress, no matter how small, can provide motivation and affirmation that we are moving forward. This could involve reflecting on how we feel about the situation compared to where we started, or acknowledging the emotional weight we have lifted through our commitment to forgive. Celebrating these victories reinforces our commitment to healing and empowers us to continue on our path. Forgiveness after a period of no contact is a profound and necessary step in the healing process. By acknowledging our pain, cultivating empathy, and making a conscious decision to forgive, we can release ourselves from the burden of resentment and reclaim our emotional well-being. Understanding that forgiveness is primarily for ourselves allows us to approach this journey with compassion and resilience. Through reflection, supportive relationships, and the practice of forgiveness rituals, we can navigate this complex emotional landscape with grace. Embracing forgiveness empowers us to move forward, fostering emotional freedom and creating space for healthier relationships and experiences in the future. Embracing personal growth after a period of no contact is a transformative journey that often follows emotional upheaval and relational challenges. This time apart can serve as a valuable opportunity for self-reflection, allowing us to assess our lives, values, and aspirations more deeply. Personal growth involves a commitment to evolving and improving ourselves in various aspects, including emotional, mental, and even spiritual dimensions. By focusing on personal growth, we not only heal from past experiences, but also cultivate resilience and adaptability, ultimately preparing ourselves for future relationships and life challenges. The first step in this journey of personal growth is self-reflection. Taking the time to evaluate our past relationships, behaviors, and emotional responses is crucial. During this period of no contact, we often have the space to think about what worked in our previous relationships and what didn't. Reflecting on our patterns, such as how we communicate, how we handle conflict, and what we value in others, provides valuable insights into our emotional landscape. Journaling can be an effective tool during this process, enabling us to articulate our thoughts and feelings. Writing down our experiences helps to clarify our emotions and reveals the lessons learned, which can be essential for our personal development. In addition to reflecting on past relationships, self-awareness plays a vital role in personal growth. It involves understanding our strengths and weaknesses, recognizing our triggers, and identifying areas where we can improve. Self-awareness allows us to take an honest inventory of ourselves, enabling us to understand how our behaviors and choices impact our relationships. For instance, we might realize that we have a tendency to avoid conflict, or that we often prioritize others' needs over our own. Acknowledging these tendencies empowers us to work on them consciously, fostering healthier interactions in the future. Through self-awareness, we gain clarity about who we are and what we want from life, guiding us on our path of growth. Building emotional intelligence is another crucial component of personal growth. Emotional intelligence refers to our ability to recognize, understand, and manage our emotions as well as the emotions of others. After a period of no contact, we may find ourselves grappling with a range of feelings: anger, sadness, or even relief. Developing emotional intelligence allows us to navigate these feelings more effectively, fostering healthier responses rather than reactive ones. We can enhance our emotional intelligence through practices such as mindfulness and active listening. Mindfulness helps us become aware of our emotions in real time, allowing us to respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Active listening involves fully engaging with others, understanding their perspectives, and responding empathetically. By honing our emotional intelligence, we can improve our relationships and foster deeper connections with those around us. Setting personal goals is an integral part of the growth process. After reflecting on our past and gaining self-awareness, we can establish clear objectives for ourselves. These goals can encompass various aspects of our lives, including career aspirations, personal interests, health and wellness, and emotional well-being. Setting achievable and realistic goals gives us a sense of purpose and direction, motivating us to take actionable steps toward our desired outcomes. It's important to break these goals into smaller, manageable tasks, making them more attainable and less overwhelming. By tracking our progress and celebrating small victories, we reinforce our commitment to personal growth and stay focused on our journey. Another essential element of personal growth is cultivating resilience. Life is full of challenges, and building resilience allows us to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to change. After a period of no contact, we may encounter moments of doubt or fear about moving forward. Developing resilience involves embracing a growth mindset, the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. We can practice resilience by reframing negative thoughts, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. This shift in perspective empowers us to approach difficulties with confidence, knowing that we have the inner strength to overcome them. Engaging in continuous learning is a key aspect of personal growth. This can take various forms, from pursuing formal education to seeking out new experiences and knowledge. Learning fosters curiosity and openness, allowing us to expand our horizons and challenge our preconceived notions. After a period of no contact, we might find ourselves more motivated to explore new interests, take up hobbies, or engage in courses that ignite our passion. This commitment to learning not only enriches our lives, but also enhances our adaptability, making us more equipped to navigate future challenges.